I want to finish off with one more idea here. Right? We're talking about the or and the sun and the Masikas or. There's one more point I want to bring out here, and then we're going to take that halacha l'maisa even. Right? I want to start with a Chazal, very interesting Chazal. Chazal tell us that Yisro made a deal with Moshe Rabbeinu. You know the deal? You know the deal? Anyone know the deal? What's the deal?
That his first son would be Tzur Elazar.
Oh, Ben Rishon Elazar. Now, look, Moshe Rabbeinu, he was pretty big, Moshe. Like, how can you strike such a deal with your shver? Okay, maybe gave him an apartment, a car, what do they call it, Seder, Cafe, right? But okay, Yisro was pretty wealthy, but Moshe Rabbeinu also, how can he make such a deal with his father-in-law? It sounds like really strange. And I once heard a shiur from Tzvi Kushelevsky. Right? Now, obviously, he was not going to do it. Right? We don't see that Gershon and Eliezer, they went to idol worship things. But Lamaisa, Tzvi Kushelevsky pointed out the grandson did. Yonasan ben Gershon, he was the one who carried the pestle across the Yam, the idol. So Lamaisa, there was some element there that made an impact. Right? But what, Ma'asal Kadaitach, Yisro, he left Avodah Zarah. What was his? He was the Agav Yisro. I was in Haifa. He's the Rebbe of the Druze today. Right? The Druze consider their Rebbe to be Yisro, their teacher. Right? And one of the things Yisro taught them is whoever is around you, be friends with them. Right? So that's why the Jews got along with the Israelis and they fight in the army. Just make sure they stay here and don't go anywhere else. But so it's a brilliant pshat from Rav Chaim Shmulevitz says in this Chazal. Right? The pshat is like this: Yisro worked his whole life to find the truth, right? And he worshipped all the idols in the world, right? He wanted it, and that makes a person's emunah much stronger, right? To search for the truth, to be embedded in the darkness and to come to the light, right? That's a much stronger truth. So this is the what Yisro wanted. He wanted his children, what do you call them, to be Bali Tshuva or whatever. Real Baal Tshuva from Avodah Zarah. And the mistake there is that once you get sucked into that world, you're not necessarily going to get out. But this is the final pshat I'm going to say in Masikas Or, right, or Masuk, is that when a person is living his life in darkness, and then you taste the light, it's much sweeter. A person who everything in his life went smoothly, right, and he grew up in the house of Rav Chaim, of the Stipler, and whatever it might be. A person who had everything go smoothly in his life, he doesn't have the same sweetness from light. But the person who has difficulties, you have to know, according to the sar and difficulties and the choshech, is the masikas. So if you have dark times in your life, which we all do, right, at different times, at different points, at different amounts, so we should know that the light is on the way, and it'll be very sweet. And this, I'll finish with this medrash, Chazal, beautiful medrash. It says, the pasuk in Micha says, Al tismechu oivai ayavti li. Ki nafalti kamti, ki asher b'choshech Hashem orli. Right? A person who is in the dark light. Say Chazal that this refers to Chanukah. Yeah, that mitoch afela oira. That from the choshech gadol of being in the matzav in the time of the Chashmonayim and the Maccabis, that everything that was going on then. But from that great choshech came an or gadol and a great light. And we relive that time in Chanukah. Chanukah is a limud for all of us that no matter how bad things get, and believe me, they get pretty bad. Just last week, you did your start shidduchim, and he's going to hopefully get married soon. We're hoping the wedding's going to be around Pesach time, maybe Sukkot, Shavuos. But you can imagine, it's not going to be simple for Yedidia in his married life. In any event, Hamev and Yavan, Hashem should help us, give us Yad Ishmael. Masikas Or, I cannot tell you, this should be learned and reviewed so many times. If you incorporate this into your life, to see the sweetness of the little things, of the light, of the birds, of the trees, develop a positive attitude, see everything good, your life will be so much different. Amen. Okay.